Hello everyone, I'm Kailash Kumar S. Hello everyone, I'm Kailash Kumar S. I'm going to An employer's contribution is tax free up to 12% of a worker's salary. Salary is the basic pay, DNS allowance if it's part of the job, and commission based on a fixed percentage of sales. Interest put in the RPF is not taxed up to 9.5% per annum. Any interest paid. The next one is partial exemption of payment. From National Pension System trust to all subscribers on enclosure of account of opting out of the pension scheme referred to in Section 80 CCD, Section 10, Subsection 12A. Any payment from the National Pension System Trust to all subscribers or assessees on enclosure of account or is opting out of the pension scheme referred to in 80 CCD to the extent it does not exceed 60%, 40% up to assessment year 2019 to 20 of total amount payable to him at time of closure. The next one is exemption of partial withdrawal from National Pension System. Any partial withdrawal by an employee from National Pension System Trust in accordance with terms and conditions specified under Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority Act 2013 and regulations made thereunder shall be exempt to an extent it does not exceed 25%. Payment from Superannuation Fund. Section 10, Subsection 13. Any payment from an approved superannuation fund made on death of beneficiary or to an employee in lieu of or commutation of an annuity on his retirement at or after specified age or on his becoming an incapacitated prior such retirement, or by way of refund of contribution on death of the beneficiary, or by way of transfer to the account of employee under a pension scheme referred to section. The next one is house rent allowance, Section 10. Section 10, Subsection 13A. The HRA your employer pays you. Actual rent paid for accommodation minus 10% of basic pay. 50% of basic salary plus DNS allowance if you live in a metro city, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata or Chennai, or 40% of a basic salary plus DNS allowance if you live in a non-metro city. The house rent allowance calculation or HRA formula is to calculate three aspects above and claim the lowest as HRA deduction under Section 10. Prescribed allowances received by employees, Section 10, Subsection 14. Certain special allowance for performance of official duties. The next one is interest income. If you earn interest income up to 10,000 from a saving account, you can claim tax deduction under Section 80 TTA of the IT Act. However, if amount exceeds 10,000, it is taxable as the lease rental income of a foreign government or a foreign enterprise from leasing of an aircraft or aircraft engine to an Indian company, Section 10, Subsection 15A. Such payment made to acquire an aircraft or an aircraft engine on lease other than for providing spares, facilities or services in connection with this operation of leased aircraft to foreign government or a foreign enterprise under an agreement entered before 1497 and between 1499 to 31/3/2007. Scholarships. The full amount of scholarship granted to meet the cost of education is exempted. Cost of education includes not only tuition fees but all other expenses which are incidental to acquiring education. Scholarships may have been given by government, university, board, trust, etc. The exemption is irrespective of actual expenditure in allowance of MP, MLA or MLC. Section 10, Subsection 17. Section 10, Subsection 17 of Income Tax Act 1961 provides exemption to members of Parliament and state legislatures in respect of their daily allowance in entirety. In case of MPs, the amount received as constituency allowance, and in the case of MLA, such allowance is exempt from tax.